What is love? Love is defined as a profoundly tender, passionate affection towards another person. How can somebody be denied that right just because the person that they love is of the same sex as them? Today, I'm going to talk about 3 topics to persuade you into why same-sex marriage should be legalized. We're going to talk about the stress that is caused on the lesbian, gay, bisexual community. We're going to talk about the evolution of marriage, and then we're also going to talk about human rights and how it affects that as well. So let's go ahead and get started on the first one. That's human rights. According to gaymarriage.org, as of January 6, 2014, 17 of the United States have legalized same-sex marriage, which means that 33 of the states have either banned it through constitutional amendments or other laws. This is the same as whenever the blacks and whites were deemed different and they were segregated into blacks over here and whites over here. It's kind of the same thing, I feel as though. And so if we are allowing blacks and whites to be mixed in with one another, then why can't same-sex marriages be okay? Also, same thing for women's rights. Women did not used to be able to vote, and now that they get to vote, and we've even had a woman run for president, then it's about the same thing. Just because that didn't used to be something that happened, now things have changed, and same-sex marriage is kind of in the same boat as it is with black and white segregation and with women's rights. So the next topic that we're going to talk about is the psychological stress that is caused on the same-sex couples. They are in the lesbian, gay, bisexual community. And according to the American Psychological Association, a study had been done that found that gay, lesbian, and bisexuals have a higher rate of mental health issues than heterosexual couples. That's just because more people are accepting of them, but they also still have the stress because they can't just go and get married whenever they want to. They have to wait for the law to be passed, or they have to go to a different state to get it done, and it just causes a lot of stress on them. So the last topic that we're going to talk about is how marriage has evolved into something that it didn't used to be. Of course, whenever marriage first evolved, it was between a man and a woman, but the world has changed so much since the very beginning that it's not. People are more accepting of what it is to see a gay couple same-sex marriage, with it being in 17 different states now. Hopefully they will get it legalized in the other states, but for now it's still just going to cause stress on the same-sex couples until they can marry the person that they love, and hopefully that will be soon. So we just have to think about the human rights that they have. If they can't get married, then they can't have the insurance that they could have as a heterosexual couple, different benefits like that. Adopting a child would be a lot easier if they would legalize same-sex marriage, because for heterosexual couples, it's a lot easier for them to adopt a child, but for same-sex couples, it's not easy to adopt a child. And I know that I have some gay friends, and they want to get married, and they want to get married soon, but they also want to be able to get married in Texas. So they're kind of just holding off to see if Texas will legalize same-sex marriage within the next year or so, and I hope that they do. So that's it. That is why I believe that same-sex marriage should be legalized. It's just the way of the world. People are more accepting of it now, and I feel as though us just trying to tell people what they can and can't do as far as who they love isn't something that we should. That's just not our job to be able to tell them that. So next time you see a gay couple or same-sex couple out in public, just don't judge them. Just know that they are the same exact people that we are. It's just a matter of who they love, and we shouldn't be able to tell them that they can't marry the person that they love just because they happen to be the same sex. So just keep that in mind.